Police confirmed they've impounded the SUV linked to a deadly hit and run. That crash happened around 12:30 in the morning back on Sunday, October 19th on Garrison Boulevard. Police say a driver hit two pedestrians, injuring one person, killing the other. Gastonia police say their real-time crime center spotted the car last Friday, half a mile from where the crash happened. No word yet on if anyone has been arrested.
An update now at 6. Jury selection will resume tomorrow for the two men accused of killing the co-owner of a popular Charlotte restaurant.
Scott Brooks was killed in 2019 during an attempted armed robbery. He was opening his restaurant, the iconic Brooks Sandwich House, when it happened. Police charged the men on your screen here, Terry Connor Jr. and Stephen Staples, with Brooks's murder.
WBTV's Katie Salt was back in court today. She's joining us now live with how things wrapped up this evening. Katie?
Well, 60 people filled that courtroom today waiting to find out if they will be chosen to sit on this jury. The judge up front with the length of the trial and the publicity surrounding the nature of this case. One attorney that I spoke to, who is not associated at all with the Brooks murder trial, expects this jury selection process to be quite lengthy.
I think most trial lawyers would argue that is the most important part of the trial. The reason why is because that's who's making the decision.
Jury selection finally underway in a case that took nearly 6 years to go to trial. Attorney Mark Chaton, who is not connected to the Scott Brooks murder trial, says in a case that's received extensive coverage over the years, it could be harder to seat a jury quickly.
Challenge number one is going to be, does anybody know information about this case through sources such as the media, secondary sources? So are folks bringing in information already before the trial starts?
He also says the expected length of the trial of over a month could be a factor.
The real challenge is when jurors start to be questioned. You know, the ultimate question is, can you be fair and impartial? And then if they hear the case is going to be 8 weeks, 6 weeks, 7 weeks, even longer, then they start saying some things where they sort of get the idea of, well, how do I get off this jury?
We asked what happens if they cannot seat a jury from the 60 people pulled this week.
When it gets down to 2 people, they have to pull another juror pool in. So they'll bring another 60. So again, my trial that I did a month or a little over a month ago, we went through 60, and then they had to bring a whole nother crop of them in. I would be very, very confident that that 60 will not be the folks that are set. They'll go through that 60.
And we did have some people dismissed today for a variety of reasons. Some people had medical issues that they could not sit through a trial, some financial issues. One man, before I left court today, even said last night he was Googling high-profile cases in the area because he knew he had jury duty this week. Jury selection resumes tomorrow at 9:30. And again, this is expected to take the rest of this week, potentially into next week as well. Reporting live in Uptown Charlotte, Katie Salt, WBTV, on your side.
All right, some good insight there, Katie. Thank you. Now, before jury selection even began, the judge made a major ruling.
That's right. The judge agreed to allow prosecutors to use evidence from a different murder investigation in this trial. Prosecutors say it will help them tie the two suspects to the murder of Scott Brooks. Now, that second case is a double homicide that happened on Atondo Avenue in 2020, 32 days after Brooks's murder. The suspects, Terry Connor Jr. and Stephen Staples, are also suspects in that investigation. Prosecutors say both cases have similar motives, similar circumstances. The judge is only allowing witnesses in that case to testify on specific crime scene evidence that ties back to the Brooks homicide. And we'll be on your side with continuing coverage as jury selection continues and the actual trial plays out. Stay with WBTV for updates on air and online. Make sure you enable the breaking news notifications on the free WBTV News